Good morning, children. Welcome back to day 4 of our online classes. I am Pradapati taking classes for 8th class English. We are in the unit 1, first unit. We have completed A reading. Now we will begin B reading. B reading is My Mother. It's a poem. In A reading, we studied about mother's love, father's love, and so on, and our duty towards our parents. We have to take care of our parents. In B reading, with My Mother poem, this poem is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Poem is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore got Nobel Prize for Literature. He won Nobel Prize for Literature for his collection of books known as Gitanjali. His collection of books known as Gitanjali won for him the Nobel Prize in Literature. Okay, he was a versatile. Tagore was a versatile, which means multi-talented. Multi-talented. He has various talents. He was a poet, essayist, novelist, dramatist, painter, singer, and also freedom fighter, all in one. Okay, in this poem, we are going to study about Remembering Mother, poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. When he was very young, he unfortunately lost his mother. His mother passed away when he was very young. The poet actually cannot recall the face of his mother. He cannot actually recall the face of his mother because his mother died when he was very young, very small. We are all lucky that we are living with our parents. They are taking care of us. Every day we see our father, we see our mother, and we share love and affection with each other. But Tagore was in that way, he was unfortunate that he lost his mother. So, you also remember your mother. When you are very young, very small, months old baby, your mother might have kept you in a cradle and rocked the cradle singing lullaby to put you to sleep. I'll show you one picture so that you can remember your very young age, childhood days. Look at this picture. And do you remember your childhood days? Your mother kept you in a cradle and rocked the cradle singing lullaby to put you to sleep. Do you remember those days? Or you might have seen other mothers keeping small babies in the cradle and rocking the cradle, singing lullaby to put them to sleep. The poet also remembered his mother at various times. At various times. First, I will play this song. I will play this song for you. Then afterwards, we'll read the poem and we'll try to understand the poem. First, look at this song. Listen to this song.
I cannot remember my mother. Only sometime in the midst of my play, a tune seems to hover over my plaything. The tune of some song that she used to hum while rocking my cradle. send my eyes into the blue of the distant sky. I feel that the stillness of my mother's gaze on my face has spread all over the sky.
Okay, children, do you listen to the song? Do you like this song? Okay. We'll listen to this song once again at the end of the poem. For explaining the poem, I will play the song once again for you. You can listen and learn how to sing. Now, look at your books. Look at the first stanza. I cannot remember my mother. Only sometime in the midst of my play, a tune seems to hover over my playthings. The tune of some song that she used to hum while rocking my cradle. Who is singing or speaking these lines in this poem? Yes, Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was singing this poem, recalling, trying to remember his mother's face. He says, I cannot remember my mother. Why? Because his mother passed away when he was very young, very small child. That is why he cannot actually remember the real face of his mother, but some things help him to recall or remember his mother. So he says in second line, only sometimes in the midst of my play, while playing with my toys or other playing articles, in the midst of my play, a tune seems to hover over my playthings. I can hear a tune, a song that is hovering, remaining in the air, floating in the air, over my playthings. What remains in the air? A tune, maybe a lullaby, a song, hummed or sung by his mother. So that tune seems to hover over my playthings, the tune of some song that she used to hum. A tune of some song. All of you know so many songs. These days you are very familiar with film songs. If I ask you to sing a film song, you will start singing so many songs, not one. You are all familiar with so many latest film songs. Here, the poet mother also in those days, she used to hum some famous tunes, film songs. So, he says, the tune of some song that she used to hum. Hum means singing within the mouth without opening lips. She used to hum while rocking my cradle. Rocking means moving the cradle to and fro and singing a lullaby or some other tune. Why mothers do that? Why mothers do that? Yes, to put the baby to sleep, so that again mother can continue with her works, daily works. So when he hears that tune, he remembers that his mother used to hum a song while rocking the cradle in which he was laid to sleep. I cannot remember my mother, but when in the early autumn morning, again every stanza, the first line is I cannot remember my mother. That is a fact, because his mother died when he was a small child, so he cannot actually remember the face of his mother. But when in the early autumn morning, what is autumn? Autumn season. Okay? In the autumn morning, the smell of the shiny flowers floats in the air. It's a beautiful flower with sweet fragrance, sweet smell. So the scent means smell. The smell of the shiny flowers floats in the air. What floats in the air here? Not the flowers, but the smell of those shiny flowers floating in the air helps him to remember his mother. The scent of the morning service in the temple. Most of you visit the temple in the morning. Every day you go, or sometimes sometimes festival days you go to temple and you worship your favorite god or goddess and you come back. Yes? So you find a priest in the temple, called puja, a priest in the temple, and he offers prayers. While offering prayers, he lights the lamp and incense sticks or some other perfume. So he says, the scent of the morning service meaning morning prayer that is offered to God in the temple. The scent, the smell of those, that service in the temple comes to me as a scent of my mother. Scent, the smell. His mother also perhaps used some perfume. And the scent of the service in the temple helps him to recall the scent of his mother. Comes to me as a scent of my mother. Now tell me, according to the poet, what things help him to recall or remember his mother? First, a tune that is hovering in the air while over his playthings, and the lullaby sung by his mother while rocking the cradle helped him to remember his mother. In the second stanza, he speaks about the scent, the smell. He says, the smell of the shyly flowers that floats in the air, the autumn season, flowering season. Secondly, the scent of the morning service in the temple helps him to remember his mother. Okay, now come to the stanza 3, third stanza. I cannot remember my mother. Again, he starts the stanza, the poet begins the stanza with the lines, I cannot remember my mother. Only when from my bedroom window I send my eyes into the blue of the distant sky. This time he says, when he was in his bedroom and opens the window. Generally when we are in the house, in the bedroom or hall, when we open the window, what do we see through the window? The beautiful scenery outside or other houses outside. You can see the trees, you can see the buildings, if you look up, you can see the blue of the sky or the clouds in the sky. Similarly, the poet also says, only when from my bedroom window I send my eyes into the blue of the distant sky, blue sky which is far away, I feel that the stillness of my mother's gaze on my face has spread all over the sky. The stillness, meaning calm, quietness. The stillness of my mother's gaze, my mother's look on my face has spread all over the sky. The poet feels that his mother was looking at him. Mother was looking at him. You can see a painting, a beautiful face spread all over the sky. Whose face? His mother's face. As if his mother was looking at him from the sky. From the sky. Okay. So this is the poem. All of you read the poem once again with me. I cannot remember my mother. Only sometime in the midst of my play, a tune seems to hover over my playthings. The tune of some song that she used to hum while rocking my cradle. Second stanza. I cannot remember my mother, but when in the early autumn morning, the smell of the shiny flowers float in the air, the scent of the morning service in the temple comes to me as the scent of my mother. Third stanza. I cannot remember my mother, only when from my bedroom window I send my eyes into the blue of the distant sky. I feel the stillness of my mother's face, mother's gaze on my face has spread all over the sky. Have you understood this poem? Very good. Now, listen to this poem once again. I will play this poem for you. Listen to it once again. You can learn it by heart.
cannot remember my mother. Only sometime in the midst of my play, a tune seems to hover over my plaything. The tune of some song that she used to hum while rocking my cradle. I cannot remember my mother, but when in the early autumn morning, the smell of the shyly flower floats in the air. The scent of the morning service in the temple comes to me as the scent of my mother. I cannot remember my mother, only when from my bedroom window I send my eyes into the blue of the distant sky. I feel that the stillness of my mother's gaze on my face has spread all over the sky.
Okay children, have you enjoyed the song, the poem? Try to learn this poem. Now at the end of this session, I am going to give you a small work. You know how to prepare or write a choreography. So I am asking every one of you to write choreography for the first stanza. Okay? Only for the first stanza you prepare choreography. So write what is the setting of the first stanza, then what are the characters that are involved. You know, mother and the child. Mother and the child. Child is in the cradle, mother humming a tune and rocking the cradle. So that is those are the characters. Then the sequence of action. Sequence of action. So follow these three steps. 1, 2, 3. Setting up the poem or setting up the first stanza, and the characters in the first stanza, and the sequence of action. What are the actions, activities taking place? Hope you have enjoyed this poem. Finally, I am asking you to prepare choreography for the first stanza. All the best children. Okay, bye. See you later.